Hello, I'm Sister Rose Pacatte in Los Angeles to talk about 3 movies in theaters this week. My first film is The Help. This is a great example of how Hollywood can take a great novel and turn it into a great film. It's the story of Skeeter, who in 1962 she graduates from Old Miss, goes home to her privileged lifestyle in Jackson, Mississippi, and gets into the old crowd. She wants to be a writer, so she starts at the newspaper. She gets hired to write household hints, but she doesn't know anything about household hints, so she asks the help. And she starts to see through the eyes of these African American women who've raised generations of white children in Mississippi. Then the editor in New York says, well, you need a little bit more. You need more stories. So she gets the idea of asking these women to tell their stories. And it's amazing. Now, I don't know how much of this is based on fact or not, but I think it's very relevant regardless of how much actual fact is in there. We do know that great abuse happened in these families and great cruelty. Racism is with us still today. But with pathos, humor, and irony, these women get this book published, and you can only imagine what happens. If I had to give out Oscars to this film, I wouldn't know where to start. Now, my next film is SENNA. This is about the Formula One racer Ayrton Senna, a Brazilian. Here in America, we don't really know, we don't follow Formula One racing very much, but it takes the go-karts and really expands it to great speed and great size. It's not like the little blue and gold racers that we used to have in Boy Scouts when I had to go to the blue and gold dinners with my brothers. But anyway, this is the story of a man who was a man of faith. He was a practicing Catholic and a philanthropist. In Brazil, they think he's a saint. The thing is that for him, racing was an art form. It was a mystical experience, and it really comes through the film. Even though the filmmakers didn't intend to do it, they just needed to tell his story the way it was, and this is what comes through. I love this movie. I didn't know anything about Formula One racing. Now I do. And Senna is really an impressive person. Now, my final film is Rise of the Planet of the Apes. This is another movie with a message, if you will. It's science fiction. It's the prequel to the other Planet of the Apes movies, and they're all based on a 1964 French novel. Now, this is about men becoming like animals and animals becoming more human. It's this exchange, this role reversal that happens because people can be very cruel towards animals. And also it's about not messing with genes, with nature the way God intended, and also about animals being left in their own environment and not being brought into cages for our sport and entertainment. And then when we're done, we throw them away. So there's a lot to think about in movies this week. And if you'd like longer reviews of Senna and The Help, I hope you'll check them out at AmericanCatholic.org. And I hope you'll join me next time when we look for seeds of the gospel in today's movies. Thank you, and may God bless you.